Welcome to another episode on our channel. This is another 3D resin print. I did a green lantern for the daughter of some neighbors down the street. I asked her what her favorite hero was, and she eventually came up with Green Lantern. I didn't have any green lanterns, and I started looking around for Green Lantern. I couldn't find a good one. I did see a 3D resin print that I thought would work very nicely. And it did. And since I was getting one for her, I thought I'd get one for myself, but I liked a different one, and I thought this one would work. So here's the stand of the 3D resin print. It just goes together like this. My husband sanded it, so it kind of goes together pretty good, except there are some spaces I'll have to fill in with Magic Sculpt. I wanted to show you this piece here, which holds the lantern. You can quite easily see all the scaffolding that's in place here around the hand part. So they didn't get all the scaffolding. I'm going to have fun painting this part because I love stands like this. There is clearly texture in the stand itself, and some pieces that are going to end up looking like rusted pieces of fencing and some other whirly things that I think I can make more neon looking or bright green. So there's going to be a lot of contrast with this stand. It's going to be great. He's in a kneeling position. So there's a peg hole here, and then there's a peg on the leg. So it will go together like this. That's wonderful. It's very muscular. And then he comes with this, basically this, comes with a jacket. So I could have gotten with a jacket or without a jacket. I fancied the jacket more than the non-jacket one. But there's a problem with it, and we'll get to that in a second. Let me put the hand in with the scaffolding not removed. I'm sure that they did that because they didn't want it to break or fall apart. But it's not accurate with the description. So I do intend to talk to them about this process. So there's the other hand. Everything seems to fit fine. Even the head fits very nicely. But I don't know if you can tell right now, but the head looks smaller in proportion to the body. And I think that happened for a couple of reasons. One, it's in pieces. And so as the resin dries, it shrinks in different ways. And I think this maybe shrunk a little too much. So the other interpretation is that if you, in your mind, you can take the jacket away, he doesn't have a jacket on, he will probably look very proportional then. I think the jacket adds mass to this figure that then makes this look a little dwarfed in comparison to the whole statue. If you put a regular 1/6 scale head in there, he looks fine. So this may have shrunk. So I think it may be a combination of features. This shrunk a little bit. The jacket adds mass, but a regular 1/6 scale head will make it look normal. So with that said, let me put the original head back in, and we'll pause, set up, and do some close-ups from the bottom of the stand all the way up to the top of the head. We'll be right back. So here's the stand, and I'm really happy with the stand in the sense that there's a lot here to work with. You've got some texturing in certain spots of the stand that will really pop with the right kind of a wash. You've got some metal pieces that can be rusted. I think that will look really nice. The symbol is here for the Green Lantern. I think that is nice too. There is, where it comes together, it doesn't come together really tightly, so I'm going to have to use some Magic Sculpt to kind of make sure that those cracks get closed up. But other than that, I'm really happy with the stand. I think it's going to look fantastic. As we go up, you'll probably see, I can point out just, an example of scaffolding gone wrong. If we head over here, you've got some scaffolding showing. And the problem with scaffolding, I mean, sanding and polishing is one thing, but scaffolding, once it's put under UV light, it hardens. It's hard to take off. Here's another example of scaffolding. Just a ton of it between the hand and the lantern. So that, I understand the need for polishing and sanding, but it was noted in the auction that the scaffolding was removed. That's clearly not the case. Going to have fun with this. We're going to show it to you in pieces as we get things done along the way. So it'll come together, and I'll be happy to see the end result just at the same time that you will. So we'll eventually be back. So here's the final version of the green lantern. You can see the weathering that took place in the stand. It's kind of got this dirty, weathered look, and I'm very happy with how it turned out. We've got the pants of the Green Lantern showing his green briefs, basically, his brown jacket. And I could have gotten him without the jacket, but I thought the jacket gave him a very unique look. You can see the symbol. Again, everything is really weathered, really weathered. And there's the head that's unpainted. And I wasn't happy with the scale of the head. So we're going to pause. I'm going to put a different head on. And even though this particular head doesn't have a mask, and even though it has a goatee on it, I'm going to go with it, because the head at least fits the size of the statue much more appropriately. All right, we'll be right back. So even though this head does not have a mask on it, and obviously it's Brad Pitt with a goatee, it's the largest head I have that actually matches this figure very nicely. I could use a beardless head. I'd have to cut the neck down a bit to get it to fit. This is the one with the best neck that fits this particular statue. The original head looks way too small. This one's perfect. So I'm going to keep it with this one. And if I need to, I'll add a mask. I'll show you that in a bit. So again, this is the head that I'm going to go with. You can probably see how different in size it is to, let me back it up to even to the original head. And I think that's because this coming in pieces, it just shrunk at a different pace, a little more so than the other larger pieces. So I'm going to go with this head. And I actually fancy it with eyes more so than having a mask on him that would not have pupils per se. So this is what I'm going to go with. And I just like the look. And for me, it's always been, do I like the look? If I'm happy with the look, it may be authentic to the original representation of the figure. It may vary significantly. I use a lot of artistic freedom when it comes to doing things. And for me, bottom line is it has to look good. When I look at it, I have to like what I see. So I do understand the need for some collectors to keep things as authentic as they possibly can, and more power to them if they can do that. But for me, if something looks good, I'm going to go with it. This one looks good like this. So I'm going to keep it this way. I hope you've liked what you've seen. If you have, consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to our channel. In the meantime, everyone, please have a great day.